this video, we will learn about the Bayes algorithm and we will understand how to code it in MATLAB in order to solve the complex engineering optimization problems. Like my other videos, we will use it for tuning the gains of PID controller, but it can also be used to solve any other optimization related problem. So before going into the code, let us first understand what is Bayes algorithm, how does it work, and then we will understand how we can use it mathematically to develop an algorithm and use it to solve the optimization related problems. So let's say this is a honey bee. Now in a beehive, there is a division of bees. There are some scout bees and there are some other bees which look for food. So at the start, what happens is the scout bees are sent to look for the food locations and they go and search in random directions for the food locations, and when they find food, that is for bees the food is the nectar from the flowers. When they find such locations which have flowers with sufficient amounts of nectar, they return to the hive and communicate to the other bees about the location of the food and the quality of the food. Now the whole concept of the algorithm lies in that communication part, how bees communicate with other bees to tell them about the location and the quality of the food when they return to the hive. Then when other bees get to learn about the location and the quality, the other bees go in the same direction as described by the incoming scout bees, and take food and then return, and they update the location, that is they search around the locations in the vicinity of the locations told by the scout bees, and then they look for food and update whether they have found a better location or the food location told by the previous bees has been exhausted, that is the food has been exhausted and stuff like that. So the bees communicate about the location and the quality of the food they found by using a special kind of dance known as waggle dance. So when the bees, that is the scout bees, return to their hive, they perform a waggle dance. This is a zigzag kind of a dance, that is, let's say this is a bee which has just returned to the hive and it goes to the dance floor and it moves in a zigzag direction like this. That this is the straight part of the dance. After moving some distance, it returns back to the previous position and again move in the same zigzag direction, and then it goes in the other direction, that is it goes around in the other direction and again it energetically moves in the same zigzag direction. This is the round part that is of no use to us, but this straight part of the dance, this tells us about the location and the quality of the food. So basically the bees have an inbuilt clock which can sense the location of the sun. Straight part, and this is the round part. Now in beehive, up direction means in the direction of the sun. So let's say this is the sun and let's say this is the bee in the hive, that is. Now if it moves straight up, it means that it is moving in the direction of the sun. That shows the other bees that all they have to do is to move right up. If the food location is different from this direction, then the bees will orient their dance in the direction of the food. That is, let's say that this is the location of the sun, and let's say that their food is in this location. Then the bee will perform waggle dance in that direction. This would show the other bees about the location of the food in comparing the inclination with sun. So this is about the food location. Another thing is the quality of the food and the distance of the location. So by the orientation, that is the angle, bees get to learn about the direction of the food. Now the distance of the food is described by the length that the bee travels while doing the zigzag portion or the straight portion of the dance. That is, if the location is far away, then this length would be larger, and if the location is very close to the hive, then it will be some slight steps and back. So this shows that the food is in nearby location. This shows that food is in far away location. So the orientation, that is the direction, this is the distance of the food described by the length of the straight portion of dance, and the quality of the food is described by the frequency of the dance. That is, so this is the bee. So this bee, when it moves through this direction, it will continuously hum, or it will continuously, you can say, buzz on its dance. The frequency of that buzz tells the beast how good the food is. If it is very rich, then the frequency would be very large of the bees. That is, the bee will buzz very energetically. It will go about the dance very energetically. So the bee waggle dance provides all the information about the location and quality of the food source. The inclination with respect to the sun gives the direction of the food source. The length of the waggle dance gives the distance of the food source from the beehive, and the frequency of the dance gives an indication about the quality of that food source. But all these attributes of the waggle dance are of no use for our algorithm. This is just for the understanding purpose, that how the bees actually find out the location and quality of the food sources with the help of other incoming scout bees, or we can say returning scout bees. For the algorithm, what we will be doing, let us look at that now. So let's say that this is a beehive and this is an open field. There may be several different food locations inside this field. So at the start of the algorithm, some scout bees are sent in random directions to search for the food. Let's say that n scout bees are sent to look for the food. So let's say that the scout bees find food at these locations. Now, after finding these locations, they would consume some nectar of the flower and return to the hive to communicate with the other bees about the location and the quality of the food sources that they have found. Now, out of all these locations, M sites are selected. That is, M best locations are selected, and from those M locations, E elite locations are selected. That is, let's say that N scout bees go to N different locations. Out of those N different locations, best M locations are selected, and out of those best M locations, best E sites, best E elite sites are selected. Now, some amount of bees are sent to those selected elite sites, and some amount of bees are sent to those other M sites which are not in the elite sites. Let's say that a total of 40 scout bees are sent. Out of those, 10 best sites are selected. And of those 10 sites, let's say that 4 elite sites are selected. Now let's say that 20 bees are sent to the elite sites. There are 4 elite sites, so 20 are sent to those 4 locations, and some 15 bees are sent to the selected sites that are not elite. That is, they are sent to those 10 minus 4, that is remaining 6 best selected locations. And some other bees will be sent in random direction. And this process will keep on repeating because all these bees will now go to the sites and search for food in the vicinity of that location. That is, the bees which are sent to the elite sites and selected sites, let's say that this is elite site, this is elite site, this is elite site, and this is a selected site which is not an elite site. This is also a selected site which is not an elite site. This is same as well, this same as well, and this site does not come under either selected nor under elite. That is, it is not selected at all, so it won't come under elite as well. Now these 20 bees, they will go to the elite sites, and look for the food in the neighborhood of that site. As you can see, the area that I have circled is the neighborhood of these elite sites. So these bees, NEP amount of bees, they will go towards the elite site and look for food within the neighborhood of these sites. Similarly, these NSP number of bees will be sent to the selected sites which are not elite. That is, these M sites. Let's use a different color for this. These M sites, so they will be sent to the sites which did not qualify as elite, but they were good enough to be selected. And some other bees would be sent in random direction. Let's say this, somewhere this, and so on. So all these bees which are sent to the elite sites and selected sites will look for the food in the neighborhood of those sites only and will return. Similarly, the bees which are sent in random direction They will also look for food and return. And